fastest human being in the
Yeah,
world.
I don't care if they stink. Just pick one. I want full chaos.
Welcome, episode 340 SND Podcast Show. We are live. Hello, boys. I'm going to start us off real quick. I don't care if you rooted for the Astros or you rooted against the Phillies or for the Phillies. I'm happy Dusty Baker got a ring. I don't care. I'm happy Dusty got a ring.
Yeah, I barely watched. I'll be honest. I didn't give a shit.
I watched when I got the alert that they were 3 outs away. I turned it on. That was basically it. That and also when they were throwing the no hitter when they were 3 outs away from that, I turned that on.
Right. Okay. Fine. I watched 5 minutes
So I
of the
saw
World
6
Series.
totaled outs.
Yeah,
maybe.
basically.
But still, and arguably my favorite video is the Dusty Baker going to his scorebook to score the final out of the World Series.
Yeah, 100%.
Great. It's 100% like the perfect moment.
Yeah.
For sure.
I did think
he's
that
probably
was
still drunk. He's probably Sean McVay still drunk since they won.
What was that, Dusty? I did also. There was. I mean, I watched a little bit of it. Really, I do just do like the funny things like Alvarez hit that fucking bomb to basically win the game, and they show Altuve and he's tagging up. Bro, you don't need to take. It was like 450 feet to dead center. You don't have to go back to tag.
Listen, he doesn't want to be the guy who. James Santangelo. Hello, sir.
Oh, there he is.
James.
What's up, Pops?
Does he have his cold gear ready?
Listen, he doesn't want to be the Altuve didn't want to be the guy that gets caught in that play. Imagine that ball drops
I know.
And the guy catches it at the wall and Altuve gets thrown out at third because he's already in the dugout celebrating.
It's true. I didn't text him that screenshot. Dad, go look at the weather because we've been tracking the weather lately, and it's been like 50 degrees every day. And as I text you guys, it's like 50 today, 60 tomorrow, 38 as soon as I get there. So
honestly,
I'm ready.
It's for an hour. Well, not for an hour, but the game time.
Hour? What hour are you looking at?
Oh, I mean, I meant actual gameplay.
He's getting the warm gear. But also like 38. I could do 38. That's fine.
Yeah, 38's nothing.
Listen, you expected 30s playing November anyway.
Fine.
Like if you went on there today and saw -12 in a snowstorm, you're like, all right, are we gonna regret this? Are we gonna change this? Can we go next year?
That would be
Can we go when tickets are half the price and everything is half the price? Because
we're
the worst team.
Jordan loves the quarterback
already.
I have a bad feeling about this, Vin.
Oh, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad.
Nope. This is the year. This is the week. This is the bounce back week. I mean, Rodgers loves beating Dallas.
People have been talking.
Right. My dad always says it. You're never frozen when you're winning.
Right. He's right.
People have been
enjoy the freezing.
Great. Yeah, I'll be freezing. People have been saying we're going on. This is the third week. The fans are still saying this is the run the table moment where they go.
Oh my God.
They go win 6 in a row, and I'm like, you haven't been watching the football games, and that's fine, but that's not going to happen.
I did enjoy.
Everybody's hurt.
I did enjoy the article today of the young wide receivers blaming Rodgers for not going to minicamp. Like,
I think it is also insane that they turned over the ball 3 times in the red zone.
I think
that's just shit. Like,
technically,
you gotta start like pinching yourself when that stuff started to happen.
Things aren't going your way.
I mean, it's one of them. Might have technically because the broadcast kept saying it was 2. I'm pretty sure it was 3. The third interception was on the goal line, but the play might not have started in the red zone. Doesn't matter.
I'm just going to throw it out there.
He threw an interception that was intended for an offensive lineman. I don't think I have to say
also
much more.
On that same exact play, the Michigan Wolverine genius defensive lineman
Yeah.
who was like, "Wait a minute, he's about to throw the ball my way. I
Yeah.
should go cover this offensive
He
lineman."
realized that he
That's
could
football
catch
IQ, bro.
an underthrown pass to an offensive lineman who is already injured and didn't play except for the last drive after that play.
My biggest issue is that he trusts his offensive lineman that he likes to get drunk with more
Well,
than he
to be
trusts his wide
fair,
receivers.
he didn't even get it. He didn't even get it to him.
No,
all right?
if he would have made a good throw, he was open.
Don't blame this on Bakhtiari. It
I'm
wasn't
not
I'm
even-
not blaming it on
no,
Bakhtiari.
no.
I'm blaming it on the fact that
These-
Rodgers has more faith in on an offensive lineman he loves to drink with
Right.
than he does.
Dave
than
has
he
been
does his regular
playing
wide receiver.
on one leg for 2 seasons now. I'm not throwing him the ball anymore.
Oh,
my
Bakhtiari?
God. Micah Parsons might murder him this week. It's very possible.
I'm
That
sorry,
was
but
not-
I'm gonna put it out there that that was another Gettleman miss. Right? We just
Micah Parsons?
No, we traded up before. We could have gotten him.
was he the pick that would have been after us? He was the pick that was after us, or he was the pick that was before us? Because I remember it was the 3 teams were like in a row.
It was no. He was available still.
He was available when we had 9
Yes,
or 10,
Who
whatever.
would you take?
We
We
traded.
traded
That was
up
the
for
trade.
Tony. We could have had him and the guy the tackle from the Chargers that got banged up this year, Slater.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, he
But-
went 11. We had 10.
Yeah, we were like, yeah.
Oh no, he had 12, and we had like 11 or 10.
Right, that's what it was.
Yeah, great. I mean, it's going to be an ugly football game, but I'm still excited to go and experience
Yeah,
it. And
no, you gotta do it up.
you never know.
You're right, James. Except for like 1 or 2 times, absolutely.
For the most part,
Like
the-
90% of the time.
Yeah, sure. Last year, for sure. Even though they had a good offense, the defense won that game. It is possible that at any moment he decides to play well, but I don't think it's going to happen. So this is where we're at.
It's just
He hasn't won since he did his drug thing again.
I'm trying to. What was the other win? They beat the Bears. That doesn't count.
it was
They
the
beat
Bears and,
Bailey Zappi.
Yeah,
That doesn't count.
and that took
then-
overtime to beat him.
Yeah,
And it took
barely
overtime to
Bailey
beat them. What was the win in the middle? It's been so long, I don't even remember.
They haven't won another game.
No, they have 3 wins. The Bears, Bailey Zappi,
That's when it was against us.
and did they beat the?
Oh no, they didn't play the Lions yet.
No, they lost to the
was-
Vikings.
No, that was preseason. Sorry, my fault. The Bears and the Bucks.
That's
Oh,
right.
that stupid Buck game.
They
Yeah.
won
That's
3
right.
in a row.
Do
They
you
won 3 in a
know?
row. It was Bears, Bucks, Bailey Zappi, and then they had a face-off in London. By the way, putting it on record, and this is from the Talking Giants guys. Never lost in London.
Yeah, 3-0 in London,
I would like to.
and we
point
made the
out-
playoffs all 3 times.
Teams are going to start being afraid of us facing us in London.
Should go to London more often.
that it doesn't matter to us, but the Milwaukee.
We should switch with the Jaguars with the yearly London game, but it's always going to be a road game
Right.
for us instead of a home game.
The Milwaukee Brewers have won a game more recently than the Green Bay Packers. That's just a fact.
Shit.
So
Hold on. So that
because Giant Week was the wild card week, and
that's right. Okay.
That's right, because you were here, and we're like, all right, hopefully the rest of your day gets better.
no,
And
it did not. It very much did not.
And I remember just saying, like, are you not dead?
It was. I honestly thought in that moment that it would, because we sat there on that couch.
With confidence.
We were blowing you out of the water, and then your dad went, we've been a second half team all year, and I laughed.
And that was your
then-
mistake.
The second half happened, and then he said, well, the rest of the day is going to be better, and I was like, well, Alan's been right today, so we're going to go with that. And then nope,
The son of a bitch.
that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
The Giants are overrated. I agree that they aren't as good as the 6 wins that
I
they
mean,
have.
they're not overrated. They're just shockingly surprising everyone.
I don't think
No one's like rating us to be higher than what they are.
I don't think they should be a 6-win team at this point in the season, but they are.
By the way, the
So
Knicks
that's what
are
happens.
plus 12.5 right now.
But the
Yeah.
Eagles
Not
also haven't had a really they've just been
They haven't played
steamroll-
anybody.
They've been steamrolling
They're-
the people
they're
that they
like-
played anyway.
They
Other than
barely
last
beat the
week.
They waited till the end of the
But
Texans game
They
last week.
they toyed the Texans. They should have killed the Texans, but whatever.
What has
Well,
been-
the Eagles are like the Steelers from a couple years ago. Like
I don't know
with,
if it's that.
but they're better. They're better, but like
Right.
they're like winning wise. It's just like all right. They're
It's
So the
Jalen
Eagles'
Hurts has been
upcoming schedule
like-
is
like
they've
when
been
they
having
play-
unbelievable second quarters,
Like-
and then the game's over after that.
like when they play Dak again. If Dak's
Yeah.
obviously healthy, if they play Dallas with Dak, they're gonna get smoked.
I
Not
don't know if they're gonna
smoked,
get
but
smoked.
the Cowboys played well enough where it should have been a lot closer if
Yeah.
they had the quarterback to make it.
right.
I mean,
That's
Cooper
what
That
it
Rush
was
comes
the
down to.
first game that were like, oh, okay, Cooper Rush.
Right, that was his first real bad game that he wasn't able to manage things.
But that was also the game where Dak started throwing on the side, and it started being a question of, is Dak going to play, blah, blah, blah. So the next couple opponents, while we're on the Eagles, is Commanders Monday night at home
Easy.
against
Packers.
the great Jeff Saturday coaching-led Indianapolis Colts. Talk about a franchise. Woof.
I was stunned when I saw that they hired Jeff Saturday.
Oh my god.
What a
I mean, I
my
don't
favorite
know.
was my friend's comment. So you mean to tell me the guy that Peyton Manning yells at on the sideline is the guy who's going to run your team?
I mean, it does
and
line
then,
up with
week
the fact
12,
that they just call
Thanksgiving
Peyton.
weekend, Vincent.
I know.
Sunday Night Football is Packers.
That's why these people are saying that the Packers are going to run the table. They're playing the Cowboys and the Eagles. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to be 3-8 and
Also, I have a better question. What else is on that Sunday? Week 12 NFL. There
Something
got to be
got
something
flexed.
else that Sunday night. Sunday
No,
that
something
they
got flexed
right?
already. Not that week. I think.
Oh yeah,
the
it
week
was
before.
the Chargers and Chiefs.
Yeah, the Chargers Chiefs got flexed on. I thought
They
it was
took
that
out
week.
the Bengals,
yeah, the week before.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they're like, no, you can't do this.
Yeah, we can't.
They're like, we really want to do this, but
Oh man.
well, I mean, if they want to be nice to the Bengals, they play the Titans the same week as the Packers Eagles to get the Packers.
I mean, you gotta give the Titans a lot of credit.
No, I don't.
Hanging out, basically losing by 3 to the Kansas City is pretty.
Titans are annoying
They're very annoying.
because it's like
I was very intrigued by Derrick Henry getting hurt on the first play and me stealing a win from Rosen in fantasy football, but that didn't work out too well for me. Also, Travis Kelce touchdown at any time was the thing that killed me.
Yeah, that killed me too.
I had everything done except for Travis Kelce.
That hurts.
no,
That
and then
hurts.
Pat decided to run for 140 yards.
And
That-
throw the ball 90 times.
Did throw the ball 60 times.
I thought I literally brought me back to that Monday night Giants Viking game. Like, excuse me, sir.
Is this like a catchers or good managers kind of thing?
Yes, this is exactly right.
Okay, maybe they got something. Maybe
can't-
who the hell knows?
Good
Later,
night,
James.
James. Enjoy your
Enjoy your
evening.
trip.
Safe
Later,
travels.
pops. I'll see you on Saturday.
Don't laugh at your son too much.
He's gonna be in a hell of a pickle on Sunday. I'll tell you that. He started it last week. I talked to him. He's like, I obviously I want the Cowboys to win, but like I was like, no, it's fine. You could root for the Cowboys. It's okay.
Half the stadium's gonna be in Cowboy colors anyway, so what's the difference?
Half the stadium's gonna be booing their own team. I don't know if we.
It's
really
just gonna
do
be
that.
booing for 3
But
hours.
it's not
I
going to
don't
be
think
as
we do
it's-
that.
At least it's not going to be as bad as Evan Ingram the last time you went to a football game.
Nothing will ever be as bad as booing somebody. No, cheering for somebody getting taken out of the game. I felt so bad for that man. He was running to the sideline, y'all going nuts. I was like, oh Jesus.
Yeah, I
Christ.
remember that. That was great.
Listen, look at the bright side too. And then next week, fan,
Listen,
come back and see the 1-0 against the Green Bay Packer Detroit
Yeah.
Lions.
fucking Dan Campbell.
Worst defense in the league, who just picked off the league, the two straight MVP, 2 times straight MVP.
terrible throw.
I would like to congratulate you for keeping Aaron Glenn's job for the rest of the season because
Yeah.
of one game.
He threw an interception to an offensive lineman and one off a guy's helmet.
Yeah.
Somebody brought up that the only way they'd be able to get rid of him, like move on from him without retiring, is a trade for another bad contract. And then somebody brought up the fact that Nathaniel Hackett is the Broncos coach.
The first sign is denial, Vincent.
So I might have to watch. Imagine I have to root for Russell Wilson.
Oh my God! I want it.
I'll jump,
I need it.
I'll jump off the Brooklyn Bridge.
I need it. Oh my God! Finn has to root for Russell Wilson. That fraud.
Well,
that was.
I mean,
I want to see Sierra's outfits.
It would be contract for contract, and Nathaniel Hackett is his guy.
Oh man!
It was just a suggestion.
He's not even gonna last this season. Hackett. So he'll be back next season, and then they'll be back to their old ways.
It's funny because him and Josh McDaniels are both not lasting the full season. Josh McDaniels, oh yeah, he made it to the second year that in Denver. I forgot.
He did, and then
so maybe he'll make it to next year, but he'll be fired by like October.
Well, they're gonna start. They started 5-0 last time. Let's see what they start this time.
No, that was season 1. They didn't start the Raiders.
Oh, you're right. They started 6-0 and then lost the division, and then he got fired the next year. What a disaster!
I didn't even realize the Knicks are getting destroyed by now.
They are. I'm watching it actually, even though I really don't know what's.
I'll watch the Knicks get absolutely smoked, like I called.
This is funny. They're on ESPN, Yes Network, and 3 different MSG networks.
There's no hockey game, I guess.
There's no hockey on.
No, that was yesterday.
The Islanders Rangers played, and the Devils played last night. So
then the stupid channel was broken.
Well, yeah, they don't, for whatever reason, the MSG +2 or whatever, like the second channel on each.
SN.
For whatever. You know what I meant. The second MSG channel, they didn't play it for whatever reason last night.
No, I had it, but like
they had the Devil game on. Also
it was like
they had all 3.
No, I know, but like the second channel, you know how they sometimes like play the game on both channels for whatever reason. They didn't do it.
Well, they did. They did one Ranger broadcast.
Yeah.
They did an Islander broadcast, and they had the Devil broadcast.
No, so
you're not getting what I'm saying, but okay.
Oh no, the Devils weren't. I think the Devils were on ESPN last night. Actually,
No, they
ESPN
weren't.
He's saying you guys didn't get the Isle broadcast.
No, I did not say that.
What are you saying?
On MSG, you know how you go on 5 well, they're all next to each other,
right?
Yes.
For 5 hours. The second MSG channel didn't have they usually play the game like the second for whatever reason back-to-back broadcasts. They haven't done that.
Oh,
for whatever reason.
I don't know. All I know is for the optimum subscribers like myself, it was like jumpy, like staticky. The whole third period you couldn't even fucking watch.
Oh,
it was
ridiculous. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, who was calling play-by-play last night?
It is the minor league guy who fills in when Brendan goes to TNT.
Alan something, I think.
Yeah.
I forgot his name. He
was actually a Brendan Burke intern.
Yeah.
Brendan Burke had interns already?
Well, he was a AHL broadcaster for like 10 years before the Islanders got him.
Yeah, he's been filling in a lot because Burke's all over the place.
Every Tuesday night, Burke does the second.
No, I know
game,
that.
So.
Yeah.
And then he's going to be doing Yankee games. Nothing official yet, but he'll be doing more Yankee games apparently.
Probably.
Yeah, but they already said it's going to be a very similar to Howie Rose style, where April is basically going to be the Islanders. Right. He's going to stick with the Islanders until the season, until they're basically done, and also TNT. So TNT and the Islanders can be 4.
I highly doubt, since Sterling still has the job, it won't be until the summer anyway.
Right, end of June. But you figured actually TNT has the finals this year, which means
really? They flip flop?
Yeah, so it was. So. I asked.
That my was friend the one thing they learned from the NBA. Like, now we got to switch that up.
That was part of the agreement that they made.
No, that's what I'm saying. They probably learned from the NBA contract, and we're like, yeah.
The Knicks are losing to a Durantless Nets team?
Nope, Durant
is playing. He's killing them right now.
He was not on
also, Steph Curry has 14 points.
He was in a sweatshirt.
Yeah, he's
that's what happens.
I didn't realize he was just
11 points.
Okay.
Seth Curry has 14 points.
I see that.
Yeah.
He's a good shooter. That's really all he can do. But
I blame Snacks for this.
remember for like 3 games when Evan Fournier was like a beast?
Yeah.
No, it's great.
I literally had the game on right before I got on, and Mike Breen goes, in 10 games, Julius Randle has smiled more than he did all of last season. And I go, that's not good. It's already over. Tonight's already over.
Well,
right there.
Well, it also sucks that the last game, Julius Randle literally had his best game like shooting in his
And they lost?
lifetime, and they were like, "No, they won big." We're like, but of course you're gonna suck against the Nets.
I thought they lost their last game.
No, they killed it.
They killed
Okay.
Minnesota, right? I think it was Minnesota that they beat.
Yeah, that was the last game. Like they had like almost like 33s.
Did they lose on Sunday?
Yeah, they got killed on Sunday by the
Okay.
Celtics. The Celtics shot them out of the garden.
Listen,
Oh,
they
that
gotta
was
go. They
crazy.
gotta go back and forth. That's basically what it comes.
Yeah,
down
they're
to.
gonna be a 500 team. It's gonna be fun nights, and they're gonna be.
They are currently exactly a 500
Yeah.
team.
Yeah, they're
You know, it's
exactly what they're gonna
interesting.
be.
Why did Burke not call the game last night if tonight's TNT's night?
Maybe he had to travel.
I'm going to assume he had to travel. Although, maybe there was TNT games last night also.
No, ESPN is Tuesday nights and TNT's Wednesday nights.
I don't know.
But still, Burke is the type of person that would call the Islander game and then go travel and then travel back. Like, he'll be in town tomorrow to call the Islander game. Guaranteed. For Thursday night.
Where's he going?
The second game tonight is not Ant-Man.
Nope.
Minnesota Wild at Anaheim Ducks. Hold on. I'll tell you right now where he is.
We're down 15.
Oh, never mind. He doesn't have a story up. Usually he has his
All right.
story
Oh,
up.
well.
We got our closer signed a big contract, so that was
Danny, I'm telling you right now, he's coming to it. Now that he's officially signed,
No.
he's coming to an Islander game
Nope.
because they used
No.
the stupid
cool.
song to bring
no,
the team out for warm-ups.
No,
He's going to slip on the ice and crack his head open.
Nope.
No.
He's not allowed to
Also-
go.
He's not allowed to
Also-
go to Islander games. He's not allowed to get in a cab. He's not allowed to.
He needs to go into a bubble wrap and just stay still for
Correct.
the next 3 months at least.
Well,
what,
yeah, we can get into that later.
what I hate about this is that there is a probably 95% chance that he will not be as good next year as he was this year because literally no person can be that good.
You know what? I will
And-
take.
I'll take
Okay.
5% of what he gave us last
Yeah,
year.
if you go to a 2.5 ERA, I'll be perfectly fine.
We'll be fine with it. It's can the rest of the fan base deal with it?
But
Oh, absolutely not. It's
There'll
gonna
be
ugly.
stories like fucking Keith Law, who hates the Mets, that, oh, this is a terrible idea. But then if anybody else signed him, oh, they just got the best closer in the league.
Right,
Oh, what are the Mets
right.
going to do?
Right,
Andrew Chafin's going to have to be the closer.
right.
Also, where the F and A did the Texas Rangers come from?
Oh,
with
they
Jake?
always do this. they do this every 10 years, 10, 15 years.
It doesn't make any sense. They signed,
His worst career game was in Texas.
don't they remember? They spent $500 million last offseason.
The
Yeah.
Texas Rangers.
Yes.
Yeah, on Seager and
And
what's his
won
name?
like 78 games.
Yeah, it's what they do.
What is it? And then, well, yeah, it's what they did, whatever,
they were-
15 years ago, and they
20
had to
years
trade the guy after 5 years.
They also just acquired
20.
Jake,
Yeah,
what's his
I mean,
name from the
my years
Braves?
are off.
They
Yeah,
got
that guy
what's his name from the
stinks.
Braves?
Jake Odorizzi, that guy stinks.
Well, they had to bring in a stud to, entice.
Great.
Had to bring in that stud to entice.
As long as the Grom does not go to the Braves, I will be okay.
Yeah, have a good time.
I'm okay with the 4-year deal. That's
too.
apparently what he's looking at,
I don't.
which
I'll be
makes sense
38.
at 34, 35.
36, 37, 38.
I don't want to give him 4 years, to be completely honest.
Honestly, I'll give him the 4 years and deal with him sucking the last year.
Give him 4 years, but front load it.
Right.
Give him all his money up front, so that way it's tradable the last 2 years. Or
I don't want to trade him. I actually want him Met for his whole career.
No,
other than
100%. I'm agreeing with you, but I'd say, he pitches 20 total games in the next 2 years.
Right,
We can get rid of
of
him
course.
and not care. Because if
I'm-
you can get him for those 2 years, that can ideally keep Max, who's already signed, and then the following year it becomes a, hey Max, I'm here. Why don't you finish your career here with me? Let's go
Nah.
one more. Let's go one more time.
I'm
Max is out for
programmed.
that.
I'm programmed as a fan, knowing that Jake's probably gone.
I am leaning to the point that I almost
Marinara.
want him to go because I think
Hey, Danny, someone's
they.
calling me too.
I'm the only one not getting the call. I think they can take
Unloved.
that $45 million and spend it significantly better to make the team better rather than basically bring if you sign him, you are just bringing back the same roster. That's it. There's no offensive upgrades. You're just running it back with these guys and the hope of Alvarez and Beatty.
You mean
taking
to
their
tell me you wouldn't be excited about the same offense with Max, Cookie Carrasco, Peterson, Tyler McGill, and
If the rotation going into next year is Max,
and nobody
a
pitching in the fifth
person
game.
who is added, I don't know whoever they could trade for somebody. The Brewers are trying to trade all their good pitchers.
I hope
Anybody,
it would have been cool if we got Rendon. Try to get Rendon.
Carlos
too.
Rondon, whatever.
That's the pretty
Cookie,
guy.
Peterson, McGill, those five, and Trey Turner playing second base. Yeah, I'm more excited about that than the same
Than Jake.
offense and Jacob DeGrom.
You guys mean to tell me you don't want David Price?
No.
I have a question. Okay, so I'm on Sports Track right now, the contract site.
Yeah,
This is an interesting.
David Price is retiring, by the way.
Should have retired 10 years ago.
Well, he's retiring now.
Can we go over the
Shockingly-
fact that Justin
shockingly, when he
Verlander
isn't
has
getting
the same
paid-
market value as Jake DeGrom?
What?
No, we should really do. We should try to get Devers.
There was an article. I just want to say this about Price. There was an article that he was making his decision about retiring by his son, like saying yes or no, basically. Shockingly, when his contract ended, he wouldn't get any more. His son said he could retire. Shockingly.
So what you're saying is you're not getting paid anymore? Okay, you can retire now.
Correct. According to him, that's what his son
But
said.
I don't understand. How is Verlander at 40 years old?
Because he was
His market value is jumping from 25 million to 41.
well, that was his salary. Well, that wasn't his market value last year.
No, market value.
I know,
Look
but
right
I'm saying
there.
his market value might have been 30 last year. I don't know. He
Not
just
coming up.
got paid 25. Yeah, whatever age, too
Oh,
many
he
innings.
actually
Tommy John-
actually has a player option for this year for 25 million.
Yeah, he's not taking that. He's gonna win the fucking Cy Young. He had a 1.5 ERA.
And a 30 ERA, but he got his one win in the playoff in the World Series.
Yeah.
Shout out Katie Upton for giving the finger to all the Philly fans.
Yeah, that was fun.
I honestly couldn't believe that he hadn't won a World Series game. Like,
When did you?
I mean,
think
in all
he won
fairness, he
one?
pitched twice for the. Oh, I mean,
that's what I'm
Was
saying.
he
They
on
went
this-
twice, and he didn't win one game.
didn't he go 3 times?
No.
Mm,
They lost
He
in
went-
06, and
Oh,
they
He
lost.
lost in 06. They got swept in 06.
And
the
they
Tigers
lost.
went again and played the Giants.
Yeah, in 12, I think.
12.
Oh, I don't
Was he
remember
on that team?
Yeah, for sure. He left when they traded him in 2017, I think. That was when he got traded to the Astros.
It was all a blur to me.
Yeah, Verlander was on that team.
I think
That
they got
means he-
swept both times, to be completely honest. So
That means
I guess
that
that makes sense.
Verlander's been in the World Series. This was his 4th trip to the World Series.
Correct.
Oh, actually, no, 5th.
5th, because
This one last year.
2017 and
2 years ago.
I don't know if he was on a team 2 years ago.
Was that the year he had the Tommy John?
He might have,
surgery?
he might have had the Tommy John 2 years ago. I don't remember.
He was on their team, technically on their team.
I don't think he pitched though.
2021 was his year off.
But it started in 2020, I think. Like he didn't pitch in the playoffs. So you got to look at the.
So he in 20 standard pitching.
Oh no, they
2020.
weren't in the World Series. They were in the World Series it wasn't 2020. That was the Rays.
Right, 21.
21, yeah. So last year he was out.
Yeah, so he wasn't in there.
Nope.
He is. So he went 0-2 in 2006 in the World Series. Didn't they get swept?
I thought they did.
No,
I
they
guess
lost in 5.
Oh,
Giants
okay.
don't sweep anybody.
No. This was
No,
the
that was
06 one.
the Cardinal
Oh.
one. I thought they got swept.
I thought they got swept too, but that was 04.
I did not watch the second. of
No,
it.
I don't think I did either. I just know they made a lot of errors.
In 12, he went 0-1 with an 11 ERA.
Okay, so he
Right.
got lit up. And they got swept
They
that
got
time.
they got swept. The
Okay,
Giants
I
swept the
knew they got
Tigers in
swept
12.
one of the times.
That's crazy. With Scherzer and him, they got swept.
In
Well, the
17,
Giants
he
had
went
fucking
0-1, but pitched well.
Oh yeah,
Kane,
that was the Kane Lincecum.
Kane,
and
Lincecum,
who was the third guy? Oh, Zito.
And I think-
Zito.
I think
magically got
Medbum might have made a start.
Mad
in that one,
Bum,
too.
Mad Bum was on
Oh,
that
yeah.
team too.
Yeah, good point.
Hold on.
And then
I'll put that
eventually
right
they
here.
had Peavy.
Mad Bum Kane started game. Vogelsong, Ryan Vogelsong,
Oh,
and
Ryan
Zito.
Vogelsong was good for like a couple of years.
They had Lincecum in the bullpen.
Yeah, he was already
It's
out.
crazy how
He was out
quickly.
the end.
It's so crazy how Lincecum and Kane fell off the place.
Yeah.
You know who else was on that team who gets a ring?
Angel Pecan.
Was he on that team? I think he was on definitely one of their. World
He was
Series
on the
teams.
last one.
Yeah,
I don't think he was.
Yeah,
on
he was
that
a
one.
big part of the last one. Always liked Angel Pecan.
The great Moda.
Gerardo Moda.
Son of a bitch.
Knicks are getting absolutely embarrassed right
Al
now.
Albuquerque. Shout out Al Albuquerque.
Oh, and then let's see.
Who
World
started
Series-
game 4?
What year? 12.
Yeah. You said Kane,
So
Vogelsong.
it was. It doesn't show who started them, but Zito got the win in 1 against Verlander. Mad Bum beat Fister in game 2.
Okay, Medbum was the other. Okay.
They won in 10 innings in game 4. Game 4 was 10 innings. Castilla beat Phil Koch. Win the game. Matt Cain
Yankee
started
great.
that game. Matt Cain started game 4.
Okay.
So it was Kane 4. Vogelsong was 3.
Medbum was 2, and Zito was 1. Zanny was right about Zito. I didn't think that he actually was still pitching pretty good, but he was. Angel Pecan was on this team. Shit. I didn't think
Shout
he
out
was.
to that guy.
I love Angel Pecan. Terrible trade, though. Andres Torres stunk.
I don't know what other stars you watched, man.
Do you guys remember when he threw the ball to first base thinking the coach was somebody covering the base and there was just no one there? I don't think you do, but it happened.
Sorry, it doesn't come up in the 17 times
Nope.
they have Mets amazing
Nope,
plays.
it doesn't come up. But yeah, he threw back behind first to try to like double back somebody off. There was nobody there. It was the coach.
Close enough, you know. It's kind of Jersey.
It was not a great. It was not a great thing.
It was not a great time to be a New York Mets fan.
You could say it never has been, but
Yeah, other than 3 seasons.
here we are.
Uh,
Can you imagine enjoying baseball? I'd
No.
love to.
No.
I'd
It would
love
be
to.
nice.
No. No.
I
There's
really
just
would.
no point.
I love the sport. Can't do it.
Enjoy. Funny.
Like
I don't know. I'm truly.
you know what?
I don't know if I can give my heart. And
Then this
soul
may
to
be
another
everything
season.
we ever needed for baseball.
the thing with
Packers
the
are starting to suck. Maybe there's a flip in the world coming.
that would be nice.
I don't think there is. It would be nice, but I
You
think
know?
I'm just destined.
You're going to get a shitty football team, but the baseball team's going to turn it around and
I
make
would-
you happy.
It's like
honestly,
with baseball. It's like
make the
why am I doing this to myself?
Why, Danny? Why can't we be like everybody else and only care in April and September?
Yeah, I can't do it.
And
No, wait.
October.
Why are we crushed when they lose to the Pirates on July 17th? I don't know.
Because
Who
we
knows?
should sweep the Pirates every
we,
game.
we are very we're very.
Why do we all stop watching when they go to Pittsburgh every year? Because they can't win in Pittsburgh. For some reason, this team just never likes the franchise just doesn't win.
Do you remember in 06? Again, you're not going to remember this, but they were going to clinch a division and they got swept in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I actually do remember that.
In fairness to 06, it didn't really matter if you got swept in Pittsburgh
They
in
really
September.
didn't. They had like a 20-game lead the whole time, but still, it happened. They went to Pittsburgh and got swept. Oh my god!
I can't believe I'm
Disaster.
looking this up right now.
What an absolute, true disaster. I'll never get over 06 in my life. Anyway,
Neither will I.
what else is there to talk about?
Let's
You want to
see.
do picks?
Did they really get swept in 06?
You can look. It's somewhere. I mean, they clinched on like September 17th, so it's probably somewhere around the 12th or 13th.
So they lost on the
I think they lost like 6
16th,
games in a
16th,
row.
15th, 16th, and 17th.
Swept.
They
And
got
then the
swept by-
18th they clinched, right?
18th, 19th. The 18th they've clinched. Yeah.
They just wanted to win at home.
That's it. Yeah. They punted the games in Pittsburgh. Truly unbelievable.
That team had a
G-Men.
shitty second half.
No,
Oh, they
how
had a
about
better
this?
second half.
How about the Jets, man?
That was a
Yeah.
hell of a win.
That was a hell of a win. That was very
It's
impressive.
also refreshing to have a quarterback take responsibility for something that happened. Yeah,
You mean
I
we're not trading him yet? We're not drafting the next guy yet?
No, he's talking about Josh Allen.
Josh Allen said
Well, that guy
he
needs
put
Tommy
the-
John surgery, so we'll
he,
see how
he
the
might
rest of his
need Tommy John surgery.
That
That's not good.
man, like I feel so bad for Bills.
If he
Bills
needs Tommy
fans,
John
man.
surgery,
I would honestly throw myself out a window.
Yeah, I would throw myself.
They
through
probably
all the
have a bunch of tables underneath
Yeah,
the windows
through all
anyway.
the
What's the
tables.
difference? It's like going to a tailgate for them.
Ugh. Man,
Oh,
imagine like that's what your life is. The Sabres suck.
Is
You
Matt
only get
Castle
to
still
eat
their backup?
Wings. No, it's Case Keenum actually.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what
He's done it before.
that's what Evan Evan said today.
He has been there before, and with Stephon Diggs, you never know.
You never know.
That's why they brought him in. Because
But we also need
that's his boy.
a Saint guy in the Saint secondary completely whiff on
Correct.
Stephon Diggs.
And also take out his teammate, and then you'll be fine.
That is still the most outrageous missed tackle.
Truly
ever.
unbelievable.
Like you didn't even like attempt to hit the guy. You went right after your own guy. Like,
I just
might as
remember
well have.
going, did that just happen?
Yeah,
It was like a Madden glitch happened in
Yeah.
real life.
Pretty much, yeah.
like you're kind of like.
He just
All
flies.
right, that was a good play by the Vikings, right? Good play.
Of
You gotta give them
course.
credit for their play. But the Saints guy, you kind of gotta be like, excuse me, sir.
What are
Supposed
you
to tackle
doing?
the guy in purple, not the guy in white.
Man, the Saints really choked a lot those 3 years in a row. Well, that
I'm
one
happy
choke,
they got their one.
that one choke was not their fault when
It was kind of
They-
there.
blatantly got no pass interference, and then Breeze threw a terrible.
It was a combination of the blatant pass interference and the fact that they choked away a couple of drives.
Oh yeah, Breeze just chucks up a pick. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
It's all karma for when they almost killed Brett Favre on the field.
true.
It's all karma for
Very
basically being
true.
like, hey, you get $100 for every time you destroy Brett Favre's life.
Watch, Brett Favre blames that for the reason why he tried to commit fraud big time.
There's the court.
There
I have
it is.
early
court
on-site.
denial.
I have early
Yeah.
on-site CTE,
CTE.
but Brett, that's only when you're dead. I don't know what you're talking
I'm from Mississippi. We all have CTE.
about.
Fucking loser.
Man, your quarterbacks are awesome citizens.
They're an
You guys are
absolute
fucking-
mess.
I can't wait to hear
I-
10 years from now. Rodgers is shit.
Thank God
I
Bart Starr was dead to see all this to happen. Imagine. Poor
Truly.
Bart Starr.
truly. Matt Flynn
Or
is
Starr would've been
rolling
a
over
shame.
in his
Would've
grave
probably-
right now.
Been like, listen, don't associate me with the Packers anymore. I'm out.
There's like a famous picture they still sell on the website when they brought Starr back and retired Favre's number of the three of them. They should just cut the other two out of it and sell a picture of Bart Starr.
It's kind of funny how I'm still in shock. Like last weekend, like literally the advertisement was for the Packer Cowboy game for like 2 weeks in a row.
I don't
They
know
were so
what
Fox was so disappointed in the schedule that they
They
had this week.
they had Burkhardt and Greg Olsen on the Packer Lion game. What are we doing?
No, because they punted.
They had no games.
They punted last
They
week.
really
That was
did.
their punt.
Yeah, but in fairness to them, their 4 o'clock slate was supposed to be a lot better than it was.
But still, why
The
didn't
Ram,
they?
who were the Ram? Wasn't it all division?
No, that was
it-
CBS. That was the Rams Bucks for CBS.
It was Seattle and
Seattle and
Arizona.
Arizona.
I would have sent them there.
No, yeah, but
I don't know.
they can't.
By the way,
They probably can't have the game of the week.
Yeah,
during the
planned.
same times.
Yeah.
by the way, Kyler Murray 0-2 since Call of Duty has been released.
Yeah,
Kyler
well,
Murray stinks.
that
The
team just is
stinks.
horrible.
The coach stinks.
Yeah.
That's the contract.
That guy's
That's the
getting
flip of
fired next.
That's the flip of the
Yeah.
contract. Sending him to a desert. You're going to send Aaron to a
I will
desert.
take Kyler Murray in a heartbeat.
Right.
You mean you'd rather have the short guy who runs around with like he has no head on his shoulders
Yes,
and
100%.
plays Call of Duty all day?
Yeah, I will take Call of Duty over ayahuasca any day of my life.
I feel like we have to send Vin on an ayahuasca trip. Just to kind of zen himself.
I'm gonna come back and be like, yeah, that didn't help me play quarterback. Shockingly. Also, you know what else doesn't
You
help?
mean
play-
to tell
help
me?
you-
You mean
You know
to
what
tell
else
me?
doesn't help? Not being at practice today. Wonder
Where was
why.
he?
I don't know where he was. He wasn't there.
Maybe he went on another trip.
Yeah, he might have. Rashawn Gary out there, giving his heart and his legs. You not here. Thanks, appreciate it.
Oh, my boy. Did they say is it
Yeah,
just
he's
the ACL or is it?
I don't. I think it's just the ACL, but he's on IR already.
Well, I knew he was going on the IR, but
Yeah, I don't think
knew
it
the
was
MRI
multiples.
was Monday. I didn't know if there was an outcome.
Yeah, it wasn't like MCL and ACL. I think it was just an ACL.
That's good. That means he'll definitely be back for probably around camp. He'll be back ready to go.
Hopefully,
So
but still tough.
is he signed?
No. I think next year is his 5th year though, because he got drafted in 2019. So no, it's not.
First article that pops up from the Athletic. Rashard Gary is costing the Packers more with each game.
It's costing.
So he has next year is the 5th year option.
Okay.
So $10 million next year.
Right. So they got to figure that out too, but they have no cap space. So
And they
Good
trade
luck.
the quarterback away.
for Russell Wilson.
Then they still won't have cap space. So they really
Yeah, I know. But there's a lot of guys coming off the books next year, I think.
So let's see.
Let's not.
Let's see the Aaron Rodgers contract details.
No, there's nothing. He either retires or he gets traded. If they can't cut him, it's like $100 million in dead cap if they cut him.
It's 100. Well, okay. So let me break this down for you a little bit better for you to make you feel somewhat better, Vincent. Okay.
Nope.
So if he's released before June 1st, it's a $99 million cap hit.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So that's not an option.
So that's out. If
Correct.
he's traded before that, it's a $40 million dead cap hit.
Great.
Now, if he's released after June 1st, it's a $75 million cap hit for 23 and a $24 million cap hit for 24.
I mean, I guess that's what you'd have to do.
If he's traded, though, this is where you make the call to Denver.
Right.
If he's traded
June
after that,
1st.
it's a $15 million cap hit for 23 and a $24 million cap hit for 24.
It's doable, but you'd still have a $40 million cap hit for quarterbacks next year because Love's is going to be 20-ish if you pick up his option.
Are you picking up Jordan Love? Why or not? Why don't you say, "Hey, Jordan Love, we're gonna just give you a new 1-year contract for $12"?
I think you have to take
Here's $12.
after they lose to the Cowboys and the Eagles, they then have to, and they're 3-10.
Is that when they get to? Is that when they're gonna call Broncos and be, listen, on June 2nd, we're gonna trade you Aaron Rodgers for Russell Wilson.
Let's ride.
I know. What would the slogan be?
Are you gonna get a let's ride?
Packer country. Let's eat. I don't know.
Let's
Cheese up.
cheese.
Yeah, let's cheese. Cheese up.
Cheese up.
The biggest cheese ball on the Packers would be
I mean, hindsight's 2020, but they should have traded him at the draft. when he
Vincent, does it
blew it
make
up
you
2
feel
years ago.
any better?
No.
That ready? Nope. This is gonna
The
make you
answer's
feel
no.
better. It will,
The
100%.
answer's no.
I'm gonna say 100% it will. For Russell Wilson, if the Broncos cut him before June 1st, it's $107 million cap hit.
Doesn't make me feel any better.
So basically, they can't feel the team because of Russell Wilson if they cut him before June 1st.
I think
If they trade him before June 1st, it's an $82 million cap hit. Now, if they release him after June 1st, it's a $39 million cap hit. This year, $68 million the following year. But if they trade him after June 1st, $14 million and $68 the following year.
I think the answer here is
Jordan Love for life.
to see if Josh McDaniels would like a new quarterback, and I will take his current one.
Josh McDaniels is the worst coach of NFL history.
He's the worst head coach.
You know what the trade is? Derek Carr and Devontae for Rodgers.
It would definitely make them better. I'm
Yo, can you
100%
imagine
positive.
though? Like Rodgers is like, yeah, I'm going to the Raiders to get to play with Devontae again, and then like Scheffler just tweets out, "Oh, Devontae Adams is part of trade back to Green Bay."
Yep.
I feel bad for my coworker. He's a big Raiders fan, and he's going to the game on Sunday.
That's nice.
Cutting him's not that big of a deal. It's only like millions of dollars of Carr.
I do love that we thought the AFC West was going to be such a fucking like.
Yeah, we got fooled and bamboozled.
We did.
There was literally an article today about how
Like it stinks.
Justin Herbert literally just throws the ball in the air. That's literally what the alert said. Justin Herbert has become the quarterback who just chucks the ball.
Okay, he has nobody to throw to and nobody to block, and he's playing with a core injury like Starling Marte. He's playing with broken ribs.
Ooh,
Right.
Vander Kane is out for 3 to 4 months.
Vander Kane almost died last night.
He got cut on the left wrist by a blade.
He did, yeah.
They're saying 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, it was serious. But it's fine. I mean, not fine, but he is like a lot. He is in not
it
critical
happened
condition.
to Danny. Remember when that happened to Yashin?
Yeah. That
Literally
shit is
scored a
nuts.
goal and he got knocked down, and then like a player just accidentally stepped on his wrist, and they literally said if it went like 3 more inches,
He
his
would've
whole
lost
arm,
his
he
arm.
probably would have been dead.
Yeah, it's fucking.
Yeah, we are
it's
dead.
crazy.
Yeah, and you just remember him skating off the ice. It's
Yeah,
like,
he's
oh
like
my
everyone's
god.
celebrating, and he's grabbing his arm and his hands wobbly, and it's like, what happened?
Yeah, that was pretty nuts. I think I was at that game.
I was at that game because I remember watching and being like,
Yeah,
What
I
is
might have been
happening?
at that game. I don't remember. I definitely remember watching it. Don't remember if I was there or at home.
I also remember you and I going ecstatic at Nassau Community College when they bought him out.
Well, yeah.
Yay. Was it him or was it DPHO that we got excited about? I think it was.
No, it was him. I like DiPietro.
Oh yeah, DPHO was years later. Huh.
Why did you
Oh,
pick?
by the way, per Walter Football, with the 10th pick overall, the Green Bay Packers are drafting Jackson Smith Najabai,
Oh, yeah.
I
the
don't
wide
know who that
receiver
is.
out of Ohio
Ohio
State.
Okay,
Jigma.
so that's automatically wrong because they just don't.
If
do
they
that.
trade Rodgers,
That
I
would be a good.
It would be
draft pick.
hilarious, and like I said, I want them to do it. It's just not what they do. So,
If he's there and he has a good combine and stays healthy, they're gonna be stupid not taking him.
they've been stupid before.
also, we like Did we all gain a little gray hair when Zach Taylor's son caught the game-winning 2-point conversion against Alabama the other
Yeah,
day?
always forget.
Yeah.
That game was nuts. I watched the whole game. It was great.
You guys will be happy to know I cashed out my Bama Buccaneer Tar Heel championship parlay.
Oh, that was good.
Not
I
great.
got a whopping 4 cents on my cash out.
Yeah, you might as well just take what you can get at that point.
Ooh.
You want to do
Because
picks?
It was like a $5 bet that I made, and I would have won
Right.
like 20 grand if all
Right.
three won.
Yeah.
So it was like one of those. All right, let's do some pick'ems. Oof.
Yeah,
Cardinals
I
might
don't know.
strong with the top of the NFC South.
The last 2 weeks I've been red hot. So
I didn't even look. Right there.
Danny got 80, I guess 8 right. So
yeah,
I got five right, and Steven got 6 right. So Danny's up by about 5 games.
Ballin'.
You have to take the Panthers, right? I mean the
No.
Falcons.
I'm taking the Falcons.
Yeah, Falcons. That's what I meant.
You
Because
can't do it too. The last matchup 2 weeks ago was electric, but it's gonna be a 3-point game, so you just take the Falcons.
are they going back to PJ?
As
No.
far as I know,
He got benched this week for Baker.
yeah, he got smoked. It was because they were getting killed. They didn't. I didn't see or hear anything. I'll be honest.
I don't know.
I don't really care.
Carolina Panthers to stick with PJ Walker at QB versus Falcons.
Got it.
Panthers
Right.
notes. McAdoo says QB decision was Wilk's choice. You
I
mean to tell me
completely
they have
forgot
Ben McAdoo sitting there and they didn't give him the head coaching job? Bullshit.
I completely forgot McAdoo's the OC.
McAdoo.
McAdoo. I'm going Seahawks. This is.
They did, by the way, the Panthers designated Darnold to come back
Okay.
No,
from
great.
injury. So
I'm taking a Seahawk.
Whoop-de-doo, Basil.
I think the Buccaneers' comeback win last week was what they needed to finally be like, oh, we are a good football team. So I'm gonna go with the Bucks. I'm gonna go with the Bucks in this one. I just think they're ready to make that turn back to what they're supposed to be. The divorce is final. It's out there. It's open.
They can't run the football and they can't block, so that's still big problems.
I didn't say they're fully back, but I think
No, I know. I know what you're saying.
I just think they're ready to start playing football again.
I'm going Vikings just seeing if that Case Keenum has to play.
I'm kind of disappointed this isn't Sunday night. Like, why wasn't this flex? What's the Sunday night game this week?
Just scroll down.
Chargers
Niners.
Chargers and Niners. No, it's because of the Niners still.
Give me the Vikings.
Yeah, I'm going with Vikings.
I'm going to go with the Bills. Gonna get some points here. I've been very impressed with Justin Fields the last couple of weeks, even though I think he's going to suck long term. And the Lions are too hyped from last week. Last week was their Super Bowl win, so their season's over.
I'm going Lions because the Bears are going to win by 3.
I'm going Bears.
Oof. Malik Willis versus Russell
No.
Wilson.
I think Tannehill's back.
We're going back to Tannehill.
I think he's back. He was hurt. I think he's back.
Shout out AJ Brown for the tweet of the week last week.
What was it?
So there was 0 catches by the Tennessee Titans on Sunday Night Football by a wide receiver.
Right.
Yeah.
And the exact words from Collinsworth was, none of the wide receivers can get open. So naturally he said, oh, you don't say the wide receivers can't get open, huh? And with a laughing gif.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's rude. You're undefeated, bro. Go away.
I'm going Broncos.
Let them wallow in their pity.
We're riding? No, I'm going to go Titans.
Absolutely not. Titans country, let's ride.
Yeah, you're right. Derrick Henry's going to
They realized last week that Derrick Henry's on the team, so they started handing him the ball against the Chiefs.
Kansas City is gonna win.
Do they cover that though?
Yes.
That's a lot, but yes.
At home, yeah. At home, yeah.
They had 97 passing attempts last week.
He had like 500 total yards. Fucking maniac. Imagine having that guy as a quarterback. Wouldn't that be nice?
Well, you know they're not going to trade for Aaron Rodgers.
No.
Going Browns. Dolphins defense can't stop anybody.
Really?
What is
Four's a lot. They're gonna run the ball with Chubb and Hunt and control the game.
I'm gonna take the Dolphins.
I just like the Dolphin offense right now.
I do too. I think the Dolphins, they haven't covered the last 2 weeks.
They haven't. You're right. I bet on them last week. I'm starting to kind of like their coach. He's funny.
Oh,
He
he's,
is
yeah. He's hilarious.
He said he
Stop
said something.
that.
You
he
saw
said
the Fields thing?
Stop that.
Yeah, he told him to stop that, and then he was like, and it was annoying because he just didn't stop. That's exactly what I would have said to him. Hey, excuse me, can you stop running, please?
Giants
Is this
are
the first week this year we're favored?
second.
No.
The Cowboy game.
Yeah.
No, we lost that one. Fuck.
Yeah, we're gonna win but not cover because we can't beat anybody by 7 points.
I'm taking the Giants. Fuck that.
I'm going Giants,
No.
and I'm calling a Kenny Galladay touchdown this week.
That would be wonderful.
I'm calling it.
Can I tell you, speaking of this game, that for some reason there was only like 5 available quarterbacks on the waiver wire in our fantasy league right now, and Burrow's on a bye, so I had to pick up Davis Mills. So
Oh my god.
here we go. That's where we're at. It was either
Davis
it was
Mills. Let's ride.
It was literally like him, Kenny Pickett, Tannehill. I was like, what is going on here? That's what we had.
Well, the team that doesn't have a win have 3 quarterbacks.
So this week local is Vikings Buffalo at 1, Giants Texans on 2 at 1, and then of course Packers Cowboys at 4,
At 4, yeah.
and 5.
Another
So-
week Finn doesn't need
Well, he'll be in Green Bay, so he won't matter anyway.
There, but
that was the
it
joke.
would have been another week that I needed. Didn't
that was the joke.
Yeah. The Red Zone is so
Um,
bad on that thing too. God, Siciliano's so bad. I'm sorry.
I'm going Saints.
Oh,
The Steelers are fucking awful. I feel so bad.
I don't feel bad.
I miss.
I don't
no,
feel
it's more
bad
of
at all.
Tomlin.
I mean, I like Tomlin, obviously,
I do
but
too, but whatever.
I don't feel bad. You've been winning enough. You can take a year off. Even if he gets fired, I'll be hired in a second.
If the Raiders don't win and cover this game, they should be disbanded.
Jonathan Taylor's
Yeah.
playing this week.
They should have to forfeit.
They should
Devontae
be-
Adams.
You know what? I'm going
Really
with the
good.
Colts. I'm riding the Colts this week.
Relegated.
This has a Raiders should win written all over it, so
Right.
automatically taking the Colts.
I'm taking the Raiders. The Vegas has not caught up to themselves yet. You could bet your house on the Cowboys right now.
Yeah, I'm taking the Cowboys.
Bet it all.
I'm going Rams. They're slightly less dysfunctional than the
But-
Cardinals.
But Stafford's hurt.
Oh,
He's always hurt.
He's in concussion protocol.
yeah, he'll magically be fine by Saturday.
John David Booty's gonna play.
Is that the backup over there?
No, and his name is John Wolford, I think it was.
Wolford, yeah, the one that played in the playoff game a couple.
Yeah,
years
but I don't think it is anymore because it was Blake for a little bit.
It is John Wilford.
It is John
Is the
Wolford.
backup quarterback.
All right, well, I'm taking the Rams. Who
And
cares?
also Bryce Perkins.
What was that Michigan State kid's name? Wasn't it
Wait.
Bryce something? I don't know why it just popped in my head.
And then
Niners.
I'm going Niners.
Yeah, Chargers are a mess. Why are 52% of the people picking the Chargers? That's interesting.
Cover. It's a 6.5.
I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Chargers. Fuck that.
Over under 44 in this game. I'm gonna go over because I can see the. I'm gonna go at 50 because I see the Eagles putting up 50 points themselves.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
taking.
trust Taylor Heineke.
No, I'm taking. I do trust Taylor
I
Heineke.
like Taylor Heineke, but I just feel like he's gonna
I'm taking
throw
the
some stupid.
Commanders. It's too many
At
points.
what point do the Commanders be like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
I'm
maybe
taking the
we should just
Commanders.
let Taylor Heineke be our quarterback for a little
This
bit"?
is the point. That's it. I
Yeah,
think this is it. I don't think
But they
Carson
did it
Wentz
all of
gets to
last
come
year.
back. I don't think he's the answer, but he's a serviceable middle of the road guy. Like if you think you're good, he's not the answer. But if you don't want to be god awful, I think he's fine.
Those are our picks.
Those are our picks.
Go Giants! Can't wait to be there on Sunday.
My question to you guys is: at what point are we going to start talking about the Georgia football quarterback in the NFL?
Stinson Bennett. Not
I
yet.
think he's going to become that third or fourth guy that nobody talks about that comes into the league and plays well.
He's gonna be Josh Allen.
He's gonna be that
No.
guy because you're only talking right now. Next year, you're only talking about Bryce and Stroud. But there's always another quarterback that comes into the list out of nowhere.
Doesn't always work though.
Doesn't always work, but
people aren't even sold on Bryce though. I hear a lot of
terrible.
like not good things.
I think it's because he's banged up.
Okay.
Like their 2 losses were a total of like 6 points. It wasn't his fault.
I'm not saying. Yeah, I'm just saying like NFL comp things.
Right.
So this Georgia quarterback is 23-3.
I can't put too much stock in his record. They had like the best defense in the history of the planet last year.
64% career-wise, 6,000 yards.
But again, I don't know. He had George Pickens and a incredible defense last year.
Okay, now he has nobody, and he's still doing it.
Still doing it. So.
And half that defense is in the league now.
Yeah, pretty much. Like 4 of them, I think.
Also, wait, I forgot to look. Is this one of those weeks that kid flipped the coin? What did the kid's coin flip say this week?
What in the absolute fresh hell are you talking about?
So there was this guy who did a coin flip for the Jets schedule.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty nuts.
Hold on, I'm gonna send it to my computer. Let's see if I can bring it up. Here we go. Here we go. And he's gotten every game right so far.
And they beat Buffalo. They beat Buffalo.
And they beat Buffalo.
So now they're on a so they're gonna lose to New England. 11-6, lose AFC Championship. Okay.
This is absolutely insane.
This is all extremely possible. They could lose to the Pats again and the Bears, and then beat Minnesota, Buffalo, Detroit, Jacksonville, Seattle. Lose to the Dolphins because it won't matter. Yeah.
Pretty nuts, right?
I want it to happen now. Go Jets.
Get Johnny his ice cream and sprinkles.
Yeah, get Johnny his ice cream, man.
And I love how
Jets
that's
are
the
fun.
social media thing.
Yeah, Jets are fun.
It's turning into fun to watch.
Sauce Gardner's a fucking beast.
I said this to another Jet fan the other day, and I said, as good as Sauce has been, there's been a lot of cornerbacks who have had very good year ones.
I mean,
win the Rookie of the Year, fine. Be the Defensive Player of the Year, fine. But come show it to me again in year 2.
Yeah, but he's been doing it all his college and high school career, even. I mean, yeah, it could be a Nnamdi Asomugha situation where he's the best corner in the league, and next year he stinks.
When the Eagles overpay him.
That was a hell of a drop off, really. Kind of crazy.
I remember cursing Rosen out when they signed him. I was like, "You fucking piece of shit." And he's like, "I don't know what you're cursing me about." I was like, "Oh, you guys signed.
A good player.
You guys signed him." He's like, "What?" It's like, "Yeah, you guys still suck." So, with that being said, anything else, boys?
No. Go Giants.
Ben, don't freeze to death.
I'm gonna
Right,
do my
Ben.
best to come back in one piece and with a dub. That's my goal.
I'll take 50% on that. The one piece will be very lovely if you come back.
But which piece?
If
If I come back for the dub and a broken arm, I think I'll be all right.
I'll take a Packers.
I'm not
win.
gonna lie, I'd be okay with either or.
Imagine I came back with a
what you'd be
loss and
healthy,
a broken arm.
buddy. But if you come back 0-2, well, that's a bigger problem.
That's gonna be it. That's
But
gonna
if
be
you
a
could do us a
long...
favor and come back with the dub and a broken arm, we'll be very ecstatic.
As
for you,
they
okay?
say, when you lose a West Coast game, it's gonna be a long flight home.
When are you guys flying back?
Monday morning, like 11 a.m. ish.
Okay. Leaving Saturday, coming back Monday.
Correct. Quick trip.
It's as much time as you need in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Well, yeah, we're gonna be in Milwaukee for most of it, and then just drive.
You're not
down
doing a
for the
tour
game.
Saturday?
No, they don't do tours on game weekends.
Really?
Yeah, it was
I thought
weird.
they did. So you'll check out Titletown on Sunday when you're there. kinda
Yeah,
walk
well,
around it.
we're planning on leaving early on Sunday, and get down there and hang out in the area a little bit.
Park on someone's lawn. Park in their
Park
driveway
on
day.
someone. I don't know about the parking. I gotta figure that out. Park on.
Are you
someone's
allowed to
lawn.
bring like your owner card and be like, "Excuse me, I'm part owner here"?
I don't. If I had an owner card, I would. I had to bring my whole fucking certificate with me.
You gotta bring everything with you.
Yeah. Black Panther this weekend too.
Yes.
Saturday night in Milwaukee. We're going.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very awesome. I am debating. Depends on work. If I work Saturday, I may not go Saturday. I may wait till next week. If I don't work Saturday, maybe I'll go before going to the hockey game.
Yeah.
See what happens.
You know what? That's what. Yeah. Hockey games. Islanders playing well. Need to
If only
spread
they-
out those goals a little
60
bit.
minutes.
I don't,
Remember when
third
they used to
period.
only play the first 40 minutes?
Yeah.
We need that team to combine with this team so we could play a whole 60 minutes.
I really don't know. They're starting off these games like it's a old school Cappy blowout, and then they just third periods go nuts. I don't know. It's ridiculous.
Literally everybody last night, I was at a viewing party at Oyster Bay Brewery, and everybody's like, "Oh, whatever. We're down 3-1 going into the third." Did this last night too.
Like this. And then I was sitting there like, okay, they can't do this again. And then they scored a goal like less than a minute into the period. I guess that's just what we do now. Okay, that's fine. This is just what happens.
Lane Lambert hockey. Play
it's just-
defense for 2 periods.
It's like the Giants.
Pretty much, yeah.
My teams are second half teams. That's it. That's what it is. The Islanders the other day had 10 shots going into the third period.
I was tracking the Calgary game on my phone. They were getting outshot 9-0. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. What are we doing here?
It literally, I said somebody, it's just like the Devil game. We couldn't get a shot on goal if our lives
The
depend
Devil
on
game
it.
was even worse. They lost that game.
They did. They lost 3-0. Now look at us.
Yeah.
Now we just come back. Now let's see the
Look at
Devils
us.
go up 3-0.
Who
Look
would've
at
thought?
us. Look at us.
Who would have thought?
Alrighty, boys. We will see you next week. Hopefully, Vin will be defrosted by the time he gets back. Enjoy your week.